Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the January 11th Al-Anon readings in Courage to Change and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Just take a moment to look this over. The question of the day is, what am I doing today to examine my part in interactions with others? The passage talks about a person who was arguing with their alcoholic husband, and they had what they called a God moment when they thought, what are they doing? Why are they arguing? What is their motive? They realized that they were trying to change their husband's mind, and so they just stopped in the middle of the middle of the argument. The person then spoke to their sponsor and realized that their expectations were out of line. They were expecting a rational response, but that had never actually happened in reality. And they also realized that they thought it was their responsibility to respond to everything that was said. And sometimes the best idea is just to do nothing, say nothing. Today's reminder is realizing that we're powerless over people, places, and things. And with our higher power's help, we can change the things that we can, which include our thoughts, ideas, and behaviors. The quote is from Al-Anon, A Day at a Time. It's saying how the attitudes of acceptance and surrender help us to live a better life. So what am I doing today to examine my part in interactions with others? For me, looking at my motives is important. If my motive is love and compassion, I'm probably doing the right thing. If my motive is any form of control, then I'm probably going in the wrong direction. Of course, every situation is unique, but in general, that's what I go by. If I'm trying to control the situation, I'm probably going to be disappointed and not be happy with the way things turn out or the way I behave. And if I'm trying to be loving and compassionate to the other person, to myself, then I'm probably going in the right direction. How about you? What are you doing today to examine your part in interactions with others? Yeah, so I can do that before, during, and after. If I don't feel good about something, I can look back and say, my behavior, what was my motive? That usually helps me. That's all I can think of right now. But I will say that examining my part in things has been a huge healing just understanding and being aware that even in situations where someone did something that was unacceptable to me, I did something in that situation as well. Maybe it was something I feel neutral or okay about, or maybe it was something that I owe an amends for. I don't know. But that has been very important, knowing my part. I hope that made sense. Two things, but they're very closely related. All right, moving on. Oh, this has a tab too. Okay, I'll take a moment to look this over. This is a beautiful page about Al-Anon being a family and a place where we can be ourselves, where all of us really are come to Al-Anon to solve problems, but no one tells us what to do. We're given the dignity to solve our problems in a way that works for us. People share experience, strength, and hope, and we often hear exactly what we need to hear when we're in a situation where we need help. We don't have to earn our love. We're just loved for being ourselves. Today's reminder is talking about how we all belong. We really belong in Al-Anon. It's a great feeling. And the quote is from Al-Anon Faces Alcoholism. And it talks about the suffering in alcoholism, but also the silver lining that once we find Al-Anon, we can actually find a better way of living, even if we're still dealing with someone else's alcoholism or substance abuse. So that's just beautiful. What a beautiful page. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer in 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.